Hi, Sag. This is going to be your love message from July 4th through the 6th. That's good for the Sun, Rising Moon, or Venus sign of Sagittarius. As always, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one of you, so it won't resonate with everyone that watches. Check your Rising Moon or Venus sign. You can find your messages there on my sister channel called Soma Chandra, where I read for all 12 zodiac signs. I do read for you there as well. I have your July overall forecast up on Soma Chandra also. If you want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me. The link to my website is in the description below. I can read for health, wealth, love, romance. We can connect to your spirit guides, those that have passed on. I am also an emotion-focused support counselor. I'm a life coach, so I offer two different types of appointments. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for Libra and Sagittarius here every 72 hours and sometimes Cancer. Why? Because those are the only placements in my natal chart. Lots of Libra, lots of Sag. I'm very dedicated to those two signs, but I do love and read for all zodiac signs. Cross watchers are welcome. I don't recommend cross watching, but I can't stop you from doing it. Just reverse the roles. So between you and your person, I have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and the challenge is the Moon in reverse. So having a hard time starting a new cycle, false starts, non-starts, emerging ideas. The relationship is lacking direction at this point. There have been distractions. There have been delays. You might be trying to start a new cycle with a brand new person and it's not getting off the ground, or you just lack direction and you're not sure of how inspired you are at this point and how much growth potential is between the two of you. The challenge is the Moon in reverse, allowing your repressed emotions to bubble to the surface, things no longer being hidden in the moonlight. The Moon comes in reverse when we stop hiding things from ourselves and other people stop hiding things from us, trying to feel better, moving forward, facing uncertainty, and trying to release worry. I do have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So someone's got a lot of pride, not great at communication, act as if, up on his high horse. Eight of Swords is here too. Someone's really trapped in their head. Things have been moving slowly. So you're showing me, Sagittarius, in the spotlight, attention and proposition. So this relationship for you wants, you want attention for the relationship. You want to pay attention to the relationship. It's in the spotlight and front and center for you. The relationship could have been put in the spotlight when somebody didn't want it to be, with the Moon maybe here. And you've made a proposition. This doesn't necessarily need to be a proposal, but maybe at one point the relationship was in the spotlight and there was a proposition made from your point of view. Your person is showing me farewell and realization. You might have made a proposition of something and brought something to their attention and they had to say goodbye, and now they're having a realization, or they need to go away. Looks like travel, go away so they can have some realizations, because I do have perfect match at the bottom of the deck. What's between the two of you from the Oracle deck is trials of love, lessons. So learning lessons, you've been through trials in some way. Let's see what comes out. So this challenge is something just isn't getting off the ground, and it's not getting off the ground, and the challenge is seeing for something for what it really is and getting out of a place of vagueness and insecurity. Spirit, show me Sagittarius, Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus of Sagittarius, July 4th through the 6th. How does Sag see themselves in this relationship? How does Sagittarius see themselves? Knight of Wands in reverse. Well, you're pretty frustrated. Passion is on again, off again for you. Your energy is very scattered. You might have felt like this was a passion project. You're not getting the fire and passion out of it that you want, or you're pulling back in that way, or it's just frustrated and scattered. Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. You're pulling back either intentionally or things are just delayed from your point of view. How do you feel about the person in focus for you? It looks like you're pulling back in the passion department, or it's frustrated. It's intermittent for you. Five of Wands. There is tension between you and this person. There could be more than one person involved, but not necessarily. Diverse opinions. Four of Cups. Just about the worst energy. It's like it's on your mind and you're trying to ignore it, even though you know it's there. There's other cups in front of you. You're not sure how you feel about those either. Emotional analysis paralysis. Emotional malaise over it. You just feel kind of stuck. How else does Sagittarius feel? How else does Sagittarius feel, please and thank you? The Tower in reverse. Well, at this point, I think you want to avoid disaster. I think you kind of get the feeling that in order to get anything off the ground moving forward, you'd have to make some pretty big changes. The Tower is, let's just tear it all down and rebuild. And either you've had Tower moments and you've refused to accept them and let them teach you the sudden realizations they were supposed to, or at this point you're like, I don't know what to do. There's so much tension in this situation. I think I need to avoid future disaster. What is your opinion of your person? What does Sagittarius think of this person? Nine of Swords in reverse. You think that they have some secrets. You think that they have some inner turmoil. You think that they're just trying to release worry at this point, but that they're facing deep-seated fears. The Emperor. You see them as the Emperor. You see them being in control, being very logical and practical. They could be an Aries, possibly. They could be connected to an Emperor. This person's married, a father. They're an Emperor. They have control. They're very logical. They're not showing you a lot of emotion. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Look at him. Stubborn, turned away from you, plodding along in their daily routine. But this is turned away, and you're over here, and they're going this way. Okay, I think what you see when you look at this person is a person that wants to maintain a lot of control and just wants to do the right thing and be productive, but I love it in this deck. He's just standing there, and the horse is looking down like, hey, man, I think we got to turn around because there's nothing but the cliff here. And he's like, I'm just standing here surveying the land. It's kind of at a standstill here. The Knight of Pentacles can feel like a standstill. Not a lot of emotion. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, what action does Sagittarius want to take towards this person? What action? Thank you, Spirit. The Devil. Well, Capricorn energy. What else? You feel chained and bound. Six of Wands. What are you doing here, Sag? The Magician. Why is the Devil here? Three of Wands. What else is underneath this? This deck is very heavy. You're going to talk whether you want to or not, deck. Thank you. The Queen of Swords. Who's this? Is this you? This your person? Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is usually a pretty grounded, committed person, a wife or a mother, but she's very nurturing and practical. But the Queen of Swords, there could be two different people involved, but not necessarily. This person has two sides. They're not showing you a ton of emotion. You know that the Queen of Pentacles cares about you because she's committed. But a Queen of Swords, well, she's committed in a different way. She's very detached. She wants the truth. Not a lot of emotion. Direct communication, upholding obligation. I'm seeing a lot of matter-of-fact energy. I think you guys want to try and conquer your demons here. And I think that you want success. But I think that you also believe you need to be the single catalyst for change. You might be having a hard time connecting to your own feelings here with this Four of Cups and this Six of Wands. And I see you trying to rise above, but this Devil energy, unless you're dealing with a Capricorn, is things that aren't good for us. It can be anywhere from an insecurity to a mental health issue to our strongest desires and addictions. I think you want expansion. And I think you're trying to focus on the positive as opposed to the negative. What do you really want out of this relationship? Because what I'm kind of seeing here for some of you is you're going to manifest something whether you're supposed to or not. The King of Cups. Well, you love this person. You have love for them. You want them to be the King of Cups. You want to be the King of Cups. You want to be compassionate and caring and diplomatic. But at this time, I think you're willing to turn around a little bit and focus on your own personal goals. I think you're afraid of the unknown. I think you lack a bit of a plan with this person. Perhaps you've made your choice and now you're just waiting to see what happens. Five of Swords, there is conflict between the two of you, or you'd have to fight through a lot to make changes. The Sun, a Sun could be involved, a Leo possibly, wanting clarity, something out in the light of day. You want warmth and vitality. You might be fighting. I notice there are two people here. Usually they're happy and frolicking together. In this deck, they're separate and apart. They're also going to get a sunburn any minute. That's the mom in me. Wear sunscreen. Especially with that devil energy. Protect yourselves. Okay, Spirit, show me their person. Show me the person connected to Sagittarius. How do they see themselves in this relationship? You're mirroring each other. They too are trying to focus on the positive and not the negative. They're trying to forgive themselves. They're trying to just look at any failures or disappointments or regrets, and pessimistic thinking is just personal setbacks. They're trying to move on. They're trying not to cry over spilled milk. Well, how else does this person see themselves? Oh, I lost it. It went away. Yeah, they're the Queen of Pentacles. A married woman, that's wifey. That's boss lady. It could be a man too. If it's a man, they're connected to a Queen of Pentacles. And I don't know who that is in this situation. Or they are the queen. They see themselves as with or actually the Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing and practical. It's a practical person, a caring person, but one with responsibilities and obligations. Okay, how do they feel about my Sagittarius? How do you feel about Sag? The Lovers in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Swords. They've had to let this go and move there. Okay. So first of all, you guys might not be sleeping together because you showed me the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And they're showing me the Lovers in reverse. There could have been a Gemini involved if there was. There's not now, but of course it doesn't have to be that sign. So the two of you might not align in value right now, or you're not physically connecting to one another. Someone might be very paranoid that someone else has another choice. Someone just can't be lovers. This is something that they clung to for a while, and they were really clammed up in their feelings, holding back and holding on. And now they're just trying to let it go. They feel as though they're going to lose something, but they are going to try and let it go. This person might have money problems and they're trying not to, and they're focused more on career and stuff. That's possible as well. But they're going to let it go and try to move on. How do they view Sagittarius? Or they might just need to take a little trip. The Six of Swords moves on to calmer waters. We do that with or without a person. How do they view Sag? They view you as the Ten of Cups in reverse. So if you guys are married, the relationship is struggling. And you might be saying to them, I don't know if we align in value. I feel pretty disconnected. I want this to have a happy ending, but I don't feel like it is. Someone could be getting a divorce. You could have recently gotten one if you're not married to them. Or you might be saying, I don't know if we can have happily ever after. How else do they view you? What else do they see when they look at Sagittarius? What is their opinion of Sag? Nine of Pentacles. Well, they think you're impressive. They think you're a good catch. You might be saying to them, I'm not ready for long-term right now, or I don't know if we can have emotional transcendence here. I'm good on my own. You might be saying, I want a divorce if you're married. You might be saying, when you're free and single, we can be together, but you're showing them you'd be good. You're good on your own. What action does this person want to take towards Sagittarius? Seven of Swords. They need to slip away and be the lone wolf. They're going to be very strategic in this situation. The 6 to the 7. The Hermit. They need time alone to think about it. Why? Knight of Cups in reverse. Well, this person's not able to write a romance novel to you right now. They are stressed out. They are having a difficult time expressing emotion in a creative way. The Knight of Cups really pours his heart into something. Someone's growing up here, and they might be having a difficult time with it, is what I just heard. That's not true for all of you, but it's true for somebody. What does this person really want in the relationship with Sagittarius? $50 says the Two of Pentacles. Nope, Ace of Cups. Okay, so they do have a cup of love. They're going to try and get creative. They might want a new relationship. This person does consider compassion and creativity. Queen of Cups in reverse. They're struggling emotionally. I just heard someone say, take my cup. I can't hold this cup up anymore. It is difficult to sustain the energy of the cups once we get up into Knight, Queen, and King. Think about what it's like to rule your heart with a cup of love and your emotions. These energies flip into the reverse. My personal opinion is that the Queen of Cups flips into the reverse easier than any other queen. This is where we create a compassionate, caring, emotionally stable environment that's very in flow and very intuitive. So you have two different queens on the table now. We could have more than one person involved, but not necessarily. This person might be saying, get the water sign out of the way, but not necessarily. This person needs more self-care and self-love. They're really in their feelings. They might be operating out of a place of some codependency of some kind. They have love for you, but they can't create the environment with you. I'm seeing a struggling marriage here. Page of Cups in reverse. They're feeling incredibly vulnerable. If they owe you an apology, they have struggled with it. This could be a parent-child dynamic even, one that did not happen. Possible broken family, lack of children, something to do with the kid, but not necessarily. The Page of Cups in reverse can be anywhere from just creatively blocked up and doubting their own intuition to broken dreams and feeling so vulnerable. Worst case scenario, it's a bratty person who's obsessed with youth and looks, stuck in their past and stuff like that. Yeah, it's sort of drowning here. No news, bad news, having a difficult time dealing. The Empress in reverse now. This is someone struggling with self-esteem issues, health issues. We could have a Libra Taurus here. Here's the all the way committed person. I think this person is struggling, or they think that you are. Okay. That's those tough times, those love lessons. I think your person needs to go away and have some realizations first. What's between them? Okay. You Hierophant, you're going back in the deck. I'm so sick of seeing that Hierophant in your reading, Sagittarius. Okay, listen, if some of you have a Taurus that you can't let go of and you haven't talked to in a year, please let them go so he can get out of my reading. But that Hierophant's been plaguing me. So Judgment in reverse, Libra, Scorpio. What else is between them? Knight of Swords in reverse, Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands is not necessarily committed. She's a fiery, independent woman. Someone really wants independence. Someone really wants a fiery, passionate connection. Somebody wants attention, wants to feel confident and determined. This is your energy, Sagittarius. I'm hearing Single Ladies by Beyonce, and I don't know why. Hello, single lady. She's fiery. She's badass. That's what's between the two of you. Someone could have had an affair, but of course that's only true if you know it, you guys. I didn't see a Three of Cups or anything, but what's between the two of you is this judgment call. Someone just can't hear the inner calling, having a hard time at the crossroads. Will we have a rebirth? Do we absolutely know what we want? Can we leave the past behind? That's not happening. Strong inner critic for somebody too. And the Knight of Swords in reverse is either restless, impulsive, and unfocused, and burnt out and regrets things he says and does later, or he takes huge risks that are unnecessary, or someone's just holding back. Someone might be afraid to really go out on a limb and seize the moment and take a risk in the situation. This Queen of Wands is sitting pretty and holding still, though. That's what's between the two of you right now. With the Nine of Pentacles coming out for the way they saw you and the Queen of Wands here, I think you might be the Queen of Wands. This is the third queen that's shown up. For a few, I mean, this is a general reading and I can hear a lot of different stories. For some of you, this is a third party situation and an affair. For others of you, it's a person struggling to determine who they really are and what kind of relationship they want to have with you, themselves, with whomever else. I think someone's just afraid to take a risk and make that judgment call. Okay, but I think that you might be the Queen of Wands, Sag, ladies and gentlemen. What are the true challenges? Because if you know the challenges, you can fix it. Ace of Pentacles, so can't plant that seed. Lost opportunity, just lack of a plan. Money might be an issue. Getting it off the ground, getting it to manifest into the 3D. Money could be a problem. 10 of Wands, so a delegation of a burden. Someone might just feel like, look, I'm just letting this go at this point. I don't see the 10 of Wands in reverse as a burden or an issue unless it's like someone's doing it all on their own and carrying the burden alone, and you need to delegate and release. Someone might not be willing to do any work at all. Like you can't even get back to the castle. What else is a challenge? Ace, we've got 2 aces in reverse. Okay, it's very hard to move on and start new cycles that will manifest into abundance, that do have growth potential, until you get this 10 of Wands energy off the table and out of the reading, where you can delegate to somebody else that can help you, or just truly release and let it go. Things need to be released and judgment calls need to be made. That's the real problem. You need to know exactly what you want. You may or may not need another person to decide that. This is an absolution that brings freedom. Libra and Scorpio can sometimes be good at that unless they overthink it or overfeel it. So, interesting reading, Sagittarius. What's Sag going to do? What actions will they take towards this person? 5 of Cups in reverse. Well, you're just going to try to focus on the positive instead of the negative, but you are moving through forgiving yourself. 10 of Cups in reverse. So just feeling like, I think this is just trouble in paradise. This could be a marriage or a family thing. 2 of Cups in reverse. So for the next couple days, you won't be having heart-to-heart conversations, at least ones that aren't productive. You might even be considering a breakup. And this could involve marriage or family. It could even be long-term commitment with a job that you really loved. But at this point, you're like, look, all the cups have spilled here. Because look, in the 5 of Cups, here's the 2 cups from the 2 of Cups, you see? For you, they're all turned down right now, but this is about loving yourself, letting go of personal setbacks. Yeah, that's what you're going to do. And this person, you guys might just be working through some stuff. What's this person going to do? 9 of Pentacles, they're going to go off and sit pretty themselves. The Empress in reverse, this is a person thinking about being single. They need way more self-care. This person's either not ready to be an Empress, or they do not want an Empress right now. You could be dealing with a Libra, Taurus, a wife, a married woman, a boss. I kind of get the feeling that this person is this is almost an experiment for this person because of farewell and then to realizations. Because it looked like you made a pretty big proposition to them and you put the relationship in the spotlight. You might have even applied some pressure with like a breakup thing. Like, I need to love myself first. We can't talk to you guys first. This person seems to be stepping down out of a role of commitment in some way. Just needs way more self-care, working on themselves. Okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. They lack a plan or foresight. I think everybody's just trying to figure themselves out. Best case scenario, false start. There's just delays. There's no growth potential at this time. 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords does not always have to mean deception, betrayal, and lying. Sometimes it's about being flexible and adaptable and sharp-witted and being strategic, acting on your own behalf. Someone seems to need to be the lone wolf here, just trying to free yourself from a negative cycle and slowly making some progress here is what looks like is happening. Now we've got the King. The King and Queen have shown up in the upright. So here's Daddy. Very focused on abundance, security, discipline, trying to be grounded, trying to focus on career and family, trying to take the lead. Husband, father, and this could be between the two of you, one of you, or external to the situation. Six of Swords, moving on. We got a Page of Swords here. Anxious, nervous, defensive about communication. Eight of Cups in reverse. Some emotional growth needs to happen. Someone might have some abandonment issues, emotional indecision. Do we try one more time? Do we walk away? Yeah, that's what's going on for the next couple days. All right, Sag, that's your reading for the 4th through the 6th. If it resonates with you, I hope it helps you. Thanks for tuning in. Book a private reading with me if you want to work with me personally. I've been reading for more Sag lately, and it has been a delight. I truly love it that you guys are here on the channel. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.